What's happening? So today I'm going to be taking a look at a brand new machine that Mast have brought out. It is called the Mast Racer Pro Super Hertz. I've already unboxed it and I forgot to do the intro, so this is the intro. They asked if I wanted to try this out. I've said yeah, definitely. So I do an unboxing first so you can have a look at it and you can see it as I'm seeing it. I'm going to be doing a quick tattoo just to see what it's like, but then I'll go and I'll use it for a little bit of time, and then I'll do a full review later on once I've used it and I've got a good idea of what it's like to use. This is not a sponsored video, although this has been sent free of charge, and they have given me an affiliate link, so when this does come out, if you want to buy it, you can, and you'll get a bit of a discount. I think it's like 10%. It's gonna be in the description below. But yeah, have a look at the unboxing and I'll be getting straight into tattooing then, so see you in a bit. Just straight up, I apologise for my voice. I've had COVID again. It is an absolute bugger and I'm sweating loads because it is so warm in the UK right now. It's unbearable because we don't have air conditioning. Anyway, so this is what they've sent me. 3 boxes of needles, what looks like a new tattoo machine, and a battery and charging case. So for now, I'm gonna fuck them off to that side. I'm gonna obviously look at the most important part, which is the machine and the charge and stuff like that. So what they've said to me is that this is the new Mast Racer Pro Super Hertz. It's their latest machine, packaged together like a little Apple product, isn't it? Look at it, lovely jubbly. I've already undone the kind of things. These are like these little tags on the bottom. You peel them off. I've done it and done them already doing. So let's see. Okay, it's like opening an iPhone, isn't it? So this is the machine. That's tiny. Small. So I think this is one of those ones that has the battery in the grip. So I don't know, would this make it like one of the smallest wireless pens on the market? Like, first glance, the grip feels really comfortable. It's not bad at all. So yeah, we'll just put that to one side a second and then we'll have a look what else we get. Okay, so I really like the packaging. I've got to give it to them. Nice, so we've got a charging cable, some spare O-rings, some silica gel, and then what we got here, hopefully it's a manual, so we can have a little look at what we've got. So, purpose-based frequency guide, strong mode. Ooh, okay. Right, so the manual's here, so you have Hertz and DCV. So, display mode, frequency mode, voltage mode, working time display, battery level display. Fucking great. It's got a soft, medium, and hard, which is cool. So, right, okay, so it's basically got like e-give then, you know, like electronic give, let's say. You've got a liner and a shader mode, so I'm guessing you can program them to what you want and just switch back and forth. It's got Bluetooth as well. Okay, so you can, okay, so you can connect an app, a foot pedal to it and everything like that. So the machine itself is a 4.2mm stroke, Type-C charging method, speed is 10,000 plus 10% RPM at 12 volts. Battery capacity is 1,520 milliamp hours and the weight is 170 grams, and that's the full machine. Okay, so we've got there. So we've got this here, which is the purpose-based frequency guide. So strong mode. Oh wow, okay. So it actually gives you an idea. I don't know if you can see that there. I'll put it back there, innit? So, but there, it's got like tattoo type or purpose, scalp or micro pigmentation, 3 to 15 hertz, recommended needle type 1 to 3 liner, texture portrayal 3 to 15 hertz as needed, dot work 3 to 15 hertz as needed, small tattoos, fine line 31 to 60, lining 50 to 70, lining 70 to 90. They can be adjusted to personal habits, skin texture, and tattooing body parts. Do you know what? I really like that they put this in there. That's pretty good. All right, so the machine itself, then you've got the ratchet system, or I'm guessing it's the ball. I actually prefer this type of grip system on. No, we just didn't do it. I actually prefer that type of kind of like ratchet type ball bearing system when it comes to the grips, just because it stops it from sliding. You find some machines, when I've been tattooing with it, as I'm lining, the grip and the body is moving in my hand and it's twisting like that. Whereas this would not happen with these types of ball bearings. And as you can see there, That's the battery. The battery's there. That's fucking wild. You know what? Like, just looking straight at it, it looks like it's looking really well made. You know, a lot of machines that you get sent from some companies, they don't look as finessed as this. This looks really high end, let's say. I don't even know how much it is. I'll have to check in a second. That's fucking cool. And then this is the actual machine body then. So that comes off as well. Okay. So where does that go then? Okay, so you can take that top bit off, and that's got the USB Type-C port. So I'm guessing if like this bit breaks, you can replace it maybe. If that's the case, that's really cool. That's pretty neat, that is. Oh, that's a nice little interface, isn't it? Let me have a little look at it. Okay, so just looking at this, right, doesn't put out RGB light. I don't think they need it. It does look cool. I don't think they need it. That's just my own personal opinion. Right, so if you've got it switched on, but it's off, if that makes sense, like, no, that's powered on. So if it's not powered on, you can select between the soft, medium, and hard hitting. And then if you switch it on, then you can go through the speed of the hertz. Switch it off again. Double click it, that will switch you over to voltages. So you can just do your standard where you would run it. And you can just run it like that. So I think the user interface seems fairly decent. You've got the liner and shader as well, so when that's switched off, you can switch between your liner and your shader. There we go. So that's pretty fucking cool, that is. I like that they've got Hertz, because I feel like if you're running on Hertz, you can just, you know how fast you're running your machine then. And obviously, depending on what you're doing, you can have soft, medium, or hard hitting. I just always have it on hard hitting, to be fair. I use my hand for the give. And I suppose this USB Type-C cable will be used to charge the machine if you just want to do that with it. So that's happy days. We've also got this which they sent, which is the Super Hertz battery and charging base. So that is the charging base. So it's got a light there. I'm guessing that's going to indicate what the charging is like on the actual device. So you get a battery with it as well. So I guess that goes in like that. And then that will basically plug in there and then plug into a charger. Is there anything else in this box? No. So you can have that and that. While you're tattooing with that, that's charging, and you can, you know, this is probably really easy to swap over as well. You can't go wrong with that. So what I've learned so far is make sure you pop it in. I don't know if you can see that, but I think you've got to make sure it goes into that little hole, and that helps lock it in place. Yeah. All right, so that's something you got to do when you're changing the battery out. Make sure that the ball bearings that are on the side of this go in and click into that slot, these little slots, and that will keep the battery in place. I'm not gonna lie, I am very impressed with this so far. Like, yeah. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a quick tattoo with it just to see what it's like. Give you my first impressions. But before that, I'm gonna do the needles because it's the needles. But hang on, I'm jumping ahead of myself now, aren't I? Bloody hell, Chris. So these are the needles that they've sent. Let me just zoom that back out. You can see the mess on my table. Mast Pro pin needles. So we've got 3 round liners. I don't know why they've sent me a 1 round line. I don't use single needles, but maybe I'll test out the 3 round liners tomorrow. What I will be doing with the needles is a spillage test. So once I finish tattooing later, I'm going to get one of these cartridges and I'm going to put some ink in it and hold it upside down in a container, and we shall see what happens. Because they could look cool and everything, and they could be priced really, really well, but they could also be really shit. Sounds nice. Feels comfortable. Alright, okay, leave it to me. I'm gonna go and test out this machine, and I will be back to you in, well, it'll be a second for you, but it'll be a couple of hours for me anyway, so sweet. I'm not gonna lie, it's absolutely roasting. Anyway, so unboxing's done. I've done some tattooing with it. I'm sweating, and I thought I would have a little chat with you about it, first impressions, and just kind of, yeah, I was really pleasantly surprised with what they've made. I'm very apprehensive when companies like Mast, I'll be completely honest with you, they bring out a machine or they send a machine, because in the past I've never really been 100% happy with the product. It's always been a case of like, oh, they could do this, they could do that, or I've used it, I've gone into it and gone, do you know what, I can shade with it but I can't line with it. But that's completely different with this one. I feel like it feels extremely comfortable having the battery, everything like small. Took a second to get used to. The balance is great, and I feel like having the ability to change, like, you know, the soft, the medium, the hard, and adjust the hertz as well as the voltage and everything, that makes it a lot more compatible with different styles of tattooing. And I found for me, I was able to really fine-tune the machine to how I want it to run within a couple of minutes. You know, I was able to line with it, I was able to do some really nice soft shading with it, I was able to do color packing with it. I only done a small tattoo on the hand, just kind of a bit of a gap filler, but it put it in nice. You know, I set it as a softer setting to do shading, and then when it comes to doing the color packing and the lining, I added harder hitting because that's what I'm used to using, and yeah, it worked really well. The battery life on it today has been pretty good. You know, I used like half of a battery. The charger you get is really good as well. Like, you know, it charges really fast. So first impressions on using this machine, I'm really pleasantly surprised. I don't know if they have disposable grips. If they do, or sorry, if they don't, then I think they should get some. Obviously, if they don't, just get a couple of grips and just autoclave them if you want to. But I'm really impressed so far. I love the screen. It's so cool. That is super neat. I like that. Price-wise for these, I don't know how much they are. I'll be honest with you, because they haven't told me. But judging on a lot of their other machines and the previous version of this, it's going to be a very affordable machine. And if it is going to be coming out at the pricing of their other machines, you honestly can't go wrong. And it does make me wonder, like, how the fuck other companies are going to compete. Because I could like, just based on what I did today, like, it could change, my opinion could change between now and when I do the review, but my first impression on this machine is purely, I feel like I could tattoo with this without any problems. And I've tried it with multiple different cartridges today from multiple different brands, and it worked fine with all of them. So yeah, interesting. How are other brands going to compete when companies like Mast are bringing out good machines at affordable prices? So I'm guessing this is going to have a brushless motor, because you can do the e-give and everything. You can do Hertz, You can do voltages. It's got a session timer, fantastic. You've got soft, medium, hard. It's got Bluetooth. You can have lining and shading and everything. It feels like they've really hit everything with it. Working time display, battery level display, voltage monitor, power, Bluetooth mode. In Bluetooth mode, you can use a foot pedal or an app or other controller to wirelessly control certain operations of the machine. Ooh, fucking cool. Like, I'm not really asked about I'm not really asked about the lights, but if you press that and that together, it will change it and it will switch it off. I'd rather have it switched off, to be fair. Green and cool though. Yeah, I'd rather have it switched off. But yeah, so yeah, again, just touching on that in case you missed it earlier. Power on, press and hold, switches it off. And that's pretty fucking cool, man. Okay, so there we go. If you've got any questions about this, let me know in the comments below. And once I've really tested it out, I will do a full review on it and I'll give you full feedback of what I think. By then, I'll have all the information about this machine. I'll have the pricing and everything. You know, by all means, you can go on the website because this video is going to be coming out on the day that the machine is being released, basically. But I filmed this like quite a few days before, like a week or so before, so I haven't got all the information for it. So if you're watching it right now, I don't have all the information about this machine, but it's on their website. And if you want to buy one, use my discount code, whoosh. But just, yeah, wait a little while and I will do a full review. I feel like I'm too zoomed in. I'll do a full review and let you know everything there is to know about this, as I normally do. But I just wanted to kind of unbox it, share it with you so you can have a gander, because it is pretty cool. Okay, so that is me done. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you have, consider liking, subscribing and all that stuff to keep up to date with everything that I'm doing on the channel. I appreciate it. Helps the channel grow, allows me to do things like unbox cool shit and do reviews and just have a general laugh on YouTube. So I'm gonna go now because I shit you not, it is so warm in this room. I don't have air conditioning. I can't have a fan on because it'll fuck up the audio. So I need to get outside to try and cool down. See you in another video. Take it easy.